guess they had a fight at the supermarket. Somebody did, and they had to call the cops. We got here just when things are getting good. Good morning, guys. We're taking an unfortunate trip to the UPS store this morning because we're mailing our baby out, the Canon 80D. We've been having some audio issues. We had a couple people tell us that they couldn't hear our voices in certain scenes. Sancocho in a can. I've never seen sancocho or mondongo in a can, but I do have a video on how to make my sancocho. So if you want to check that out, I'll leave it right here for you guys. We thought that it was the new microphone that we bought. We thought that we had one that was faulty, but after Jesus ran a couple tests, he found out that it's not the microphone, it's actually the microphone jack in our 80D that's loose. We contacted Canon, we're gonna send this out and we should be getting it back within 5 business days?
Yeah, a couple days.
Yeah, 5 to 7 business days, they should be sending it back to us. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to use our Canon T5i. It's not a bad camera, I actually like it for tutorials and we still use it whenever I do cooking scenes. But it's not my favorite for vlogging because of the autofocus, it's kind of tricky. And I love that the Canon 80D has the built-in time-lapse. Y'all know we love our time-lapses. Also, the Canon T5i, which I'm recording on right now, only records at 30 frames per second in 1080p, and the 80D records at 60 frames per second in 1080p. So if the quality of this vlog is not as crisp and the ones for the next couple days, then just bear with us because we'll be getting our baby back soon. I'm gonna miss you, 80. We'll see you soon, baby.
How's it going? Usually when you mail packages out like this, you have to insure them in case they get lost. I have to print out the shipping label, and then it's out of here. Thanks a lot, man.
Jesus got that out the way, which is awesome that he insured it because sometimes I get worried when I send packages out, you know, they can get lost in the mail and you see all types of crazy stuff on the news where like the mailmen actually steal the packages.
The family says they caught the UPS driver red-handed on surveillance video stealing a gift.
Do you remember that guy?
The UPS guy stole it.
He was a UPS guy, right?
Crazy.
Exactly. What a coincidence.
In Chicago, he was sending all the packages to himself.
Yeah, that's crazy, but
oh, man.
That's good that he did that because we don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Canon should be receiving it by Wednesday or Thursday, and then from there they have 7 days to repair it. I think it's gonna be back to us within 2 weeks. But for now, we have this camera. It's doing pretty great so far. I was worried about the autofocus because it always used to give me a hard time back then when we vlogged. But I'm looking at myself through the little screen and it's still focusing on me. So that's great. Where are we going now?
We're gonna go to my brother's house.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to Jesus's brother's house right now. There's a couple things that he has to take care of with him. And I think we need to get some food too, because I'm a little hungry.
2 hours later.
We just got to Roosevelt and Britton Street over here in Corona, Queens. We spent a couple hours in Jesus's brother's house, but at this point, I'm so hungry that I can't even function. It's crazy, I've been so deprived for the past few weeks because I've been really sick. I started off with an infection in my voice box, which was not fun at all. I actually ended up going to the emergency room twice within those couple weeks. Eventually, I got better from that, and then right after that, I had a cold, so I was on even more bed rest, which was the worst. But now that I'm able to finally eat some good food, I've been craving some semitas. Woo. So that's what Jesus went to go get us right now. Oh, man. I've been drinking teas and eating soups and all this stuff that I don't even want to think about right now. It was crazy because I lost my voice that whole time too, and I couldn't speak. I had to find different ways to communicate with Jesus. I was even like writing stuff down at certain points to get my point across to him and tell him what it was that I wanted to tell him. It was so frustrating. Thank God that I'm better now and I feel like myself again. By the way, the place that we're at right now is called Taqueria Chila.
A few moments later.
Oh yeah, we got the food.
We were gonna eat in front of the spot, but I had to come to Best Buy. As soon as we eat, I'm gonna run in there real quick to get something.
Today's errand day. Gotta get a couple things done. Ooh, that's mine, no basil.
I don't know how you don't like the basil. It's delicious.
I like basil, but I got traumatized after I ate like some pesto pasta not too long ago, and the pesto had just too much basil in it.
Look at that. Torta de milanesa de res.
Torta?
Mad good. I mean, semita. These are almost better than East LA ones.
Oh yeah, he's always telling me about how good those are, so one day I have to go to California to try it.
Oh yeah, look what we got too.
Yeah, horchata, large ones too.
Can you poke this for me?
There's nothing better than eating something that you love when you're starving.
It's cool. I think I cut the dog's hair with that. Nah.
Ew. Oh guys, by the way, today is the Puerto Rican Day Parade, so happy Puerto Rican Day Parade to all my boys.
Oh, Puerto Rico! Oh,
Puerto Rico! Puerto Rico!
This is horchata right there. So we've been thinking, you know, you guys are family and we need a name for you, because you know how YouTubers usually have a name for their subbies and family, YouTube family.
that's right.
We've been thinking of some different names that we can give you. We had a couple. I mean, if you have any suggestions, you can leave them down below for us. That would be awesome. But what do you think about Meza Mob?
That's dope. Like,
Be the Meza Mob. You know how people say like, oh, this is whatever gang or this family or this crew, you know? I'm thinking Meza Mob because it goes MM.
yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
Isn't it good?
it's really good.
Wait till you taste the ones from LA. East LA, as a matter of fact. You're gonna love those.
Anything Mexican I love.
Especially this.
So the other day we were looking up some movies. We didn't know what to watch. And we ended up going to like the category of actors. And we just decided to click on Ryan Reynolds. He's a great actor. He has, you know, a good resume out there. So we went to his profile, and when we clicked on it, we saw all the different movies that he had. He could do scary, he could do funny, he could do, you know, any type of movie. But we ended up finding this movie called Buried that he was in, and it looked interesting because in the cover of it, you see him and he was like in a casket. So I'm like, okay, let's see what happens. He's in a casket. Those movies are always good. You think Buried Alive, you think it's a great movie. Let me just say, the first 30 minutes, I had major anxiety. My anxiety level was up here because I'm the worst, most claustrophobic person you'll ever meet. I hate being in confined spaces, and the fact that I was watching this movie and the whole time he's stuck in a casket, he just can't move, and he's like, he had limited space. But we're watching the movie, and I'm waiting to see what happens. At some point it gets interesting a little bit, and then it's like back to him just being stuck in there. So I'm like, what the heck, man? When the hell is he gonna get out of there? So we're waiting, and let me just say that the end of the movie pissed me off so much. I never felt so frustrated watching a movie ever. It was so bad, man. Once it ended, I was like, are you serious? Are you freaking serious? If you guys have seen that movie, let us know.
If you guys seen any movie that's like totally worth not watching, link it down below so I don't waste my time.
No, man, that movie was terrible. If you watched it, let us know if you watched it, because I'm pretty sure you were just as frustrated as we were when it ended. It came out in like 2010, but we just saw it. That was just as frustrating to me as there was this one episode of SVU that was called Doubt. And Jesus was looking for it everywhere online because he was like, you gotta see this. This is the greatest episode of SVU you'll ever watch. You need to check that out too. It's called Doubt. The most frustrating episode ever that
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
I'm not gonna give it away.
You guys check it out.
Just watch it. Jarritos, they gave us a free one. Even though I really wish that it was the limon one or piña, because those are my favorite ones. Even though we don't even drink soda, so this is probably just gonna be given away. We're gonna do a giveaway of Jarritos. If you want this free Jarritos, just comment down below. Yesterday I was looking up the meaning of our names, because I know that Grayson's name means son of the steward, aka son of the leader. I didn't know what my name meant, and I didn't know what Jesus's name meant, which his name means deliverance, I found out, and my name means from the wood of the royal fortress or something like that.
Oh my
Or
God.
from the royal forest. They had like 2 different meanings. But I find those things really intriguing, like, you know, that our names actually have meanings. So now I'm curious to know, guys. Comment down below, what's your name? What's the meaning of it? So we can all know and we can all have a nice little time reading through the comments and finding out the meaning of all of our names.
This was delicious. Oh my God. You only ate half?
Damn.
Wow, I ate the whole thing already.
I tell you, he could win a record for being the fastest eater.
Ta-da!
That's crazy. I'm gonna sign him up for an eating contest this summer. That's it. We're taking you to Coney Island to eat at the Nathan's.
I don't like hot dogs like that. I don't like weenies in my mouth. Let me go in Best Buy real quick. I gotta go pick something up.
What do you have to get again?
Some batteries for this camera. Just to have extra.
You guys, we haven't been in any stores for like weeks. So he's like itching right now. He's like that, itching to go shopping. I know you are.
Technically, it's not really weeks, baby, because we've been on Amazon.
Which reminds me, I have to order some new sippy cups for Gray because he won't give it
Speaking
up.
of sippy cups, this is gone.
Damn, seriously. You are a freaking beast. Please hurry up. You already know what you're going in there for. Don't take hours.
Baby, don't worry. I'll take my time.
Grace is gonna start getting impatient and I'm gonna start blowing up your phone. I'm gonna finish my food and I'll see you guys in a bit.
Okay, so I'm here to pick up a battery. Maybe a few batteries, I'm not sure yet. For the Canon T5i, this is $55.99. Pretty expensive for just one battery, but it's the original. Then we have the generic version, which is half the price of the original. So I'm gonna try this one out, but I'm also taking an original, just in case.
Wow. Slow clap for you. I'm surprised you didn't take years. He literally took like 10 minutes. 15 minutes tops. I was watching the parade a little bit before we left the house this morning, and they were saying how the media was telling everyone that only 64 people died during Hurricane Maria. So they were saying that only 64 people died, but in reality 4,600 and something people died, which is insane. Like, that's a crazy difference.
That's how you know fake news are real.
Time really got the best of us today. There were other things that we needed to do, but we weren't able to do them because time flew by and now it's closing time for every store. So at least I was able to make it at Trader Joe's so I can make some dinner tonight. Something quick and easy, nothing too crazy, but I have to get Gray showered, get him to bed soon. And obviously, you know, we all have to eat dinner. But I guess we'll finish whatever we needed to do tomorrow. We'll run the rest of the errands. Now let's just hope we find parking when we get to our house, because that's always a pain in the butt.
A big pain. See, this is why you shouldn't ever park under a bridge. Wow, that's gonna leave a stain.